Hey, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is the 13th of September. It's fall and it is boiling hot in Los Angeles. It's over 100 degrees and everyone is like, oh, it is very, very hot. And to think it's fall is just unbelievable, but it is. And often in September in Los Angeles, it's very, very hot. I'm going to try turning off my air conditioner, which I have on. Can you tell the difference? Anyway, there you go. It's with it off. I'll try to keep it off for a little bit. Anyway, thank you for coming by and thank you all for being so kind and so supportive. I can't tell you how much it means to me. It's been a kind of a wild month. I made videos and told you what's going on, but someone asked me something that I think is very important. It's a little different subject than I've been talking about, but it has to do with Brazil, and I'm going to say really the Latino communities and Scientology. When I was in Scientology, they were after the Latino communities. They decided, hey, these guys are cool, they're nice, they're friendly, and some of them have a lot of money, which of course is a big high bar for Scientology. So if you do live in Brazil and they are coming after you, I want you to realize, number one, look on the internet. Don't listen to them saying, oh, everything on the internet is awful. Really? Everything on the internet? Carl Sagan is awful? You're going to tell me all the musicians and artists and painters that are on the internet are awful? No. The answer is that it's completely false. It's just a way of cutting people off from looking at all of the information. Now, we who have been in Scientology for 30 years or more or less, but finally got out, we're able to say, hey, look at both sides. Really, look at both sides. Because we know if you honestly and truthfully learn both sides of this, you are going to be out the door. Now, hopefully you don't waste much time in it. Like people like myself, I wasted 30 years I wasn't looking at both sides because I was like, I'm not going to look at those sides. They're all evil, right? I bought that. Don't ask me why. But it was immediately, that's what it was. You have to keep Scientology working and don't ever talk to any of those evil people. And it's kind of amazing when I look back on it and think I was a hippie, I was a free speech advocate. I mean, I was everything that ended up being exactly opposite of Scientology is who I was. But that's the insidious thing, because you think when you're in the Church of Scientology, you are helping freedom and you are helping communication. So then I had to look at it a few years ago and it was like, okay, so how could you tell the difference? One side is saying they're freedom of communication. The other side is saying, no. We are for freedom of communication. So how does the average person, how would you know? How do you tell? Without really spending years within Scientology and a long time studying all this stuff outside. And here's a very simple way, without ever reading another thing that I don't recommend. I recommend you do read both sides. But they can't say that. We can. Every critic, every declared suppressive, every ex-Scientologist, every independent, all of us, anonymous, everybody can say, look at both sides. Make up your own mind. Because you know what? We know unquestionably, if you learn both sides of this coin, you will never, and I mean never, walk back into the phony, fraudulent business pretending to be a religion, the Church of Scientology. It won't happen. So all you have to ask yourself is, well, why can't they say that? Now they'll say, look at both sides. Now they're trying to say, look at both sides. And it's like, okay, read, Messiah or Madman, L. Ron Hubbard by Beth Gordon. Read Blown for Good by Mark Headley. There's a skillion books out. A Piece of Blue Sky by John Atack. There's just tons and tons of books that have factual information in them. Look at all the interviews on Mark Bunker's site, XENUTV.com. Start listening to the interviews. See what you think. Now, they'll tell you, don't listen to those interviews. Those people are this and those people are that. And we threw them out. No one threw me out. No one threw me out. I left on my own determinism. No one ever threw me out. So that's a flat out lie. They lie all the time. That's the other thing. You can call me up any day. I say to Osa, you have a problem? Come on over. We'll hash it out. I'm fine to talk it over. Will they? In 14 years, not one person from the Office of Special Affairs will speak to me. Not one Scientologist, except the guys that are leaving, and that's quite a few of them now. And I cannot say welcome you enough. Thank you to everyone who has gone, you know what, that's it. I'm done with this. I am going to take back my life. And I hope and I pray you do. And for people that are Latinos, realize that you are top on their list of, ooh, let's get these guys in. So before you start buying any of that, don't give them your name, don't give them your address, don't give them your phone number, because you will, A, never get off their mailing list. And I mean never. I've talked to people who said this person is dead for 20 years and they're still sending us mail. So really and truthfully, don't give them any one of those three things. Definitely don't give them money, and start doing your research on both sides. And from that, you make up your own mind. Okay, but do not walk in there and think, I'll just try it out. You know, they're pretty nice guys. I think I'll just try it out. Doesn't work that way, pal. It doesn't work that way. They know exactly what they're doing. And even though most of the people doing it don't really know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They're in this mind control and they don't even know it. So don't, if your mother, no doubt when you were young, said, don't play with fire. And I say it again, don't play with fire. That's what these guys are. So there you go. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming to my YouTube site. Please pass on my link to other people. It is helping many, many people not join the Church of Scientology, and many people get out. So thank you so much. I love you all, and peace out.